Alrighty. We're gonna do it from the top. Just got out of the shower. I have a shirt on this time. Still a little wet, but we're gonna moisten up a little more. I already have my brush soaking in the water from whenever I was in the shower. I did forget to put some in my puck. Oh well, it's a pretty soft soap, it doesn't matter. I'm going with Vorby again today. Just really like this scent. This soap's great. Put a little bit of the water from my brush into the soap while I wring that out a little bit. Set it up on it upright and grab my cube. Wet that side and go against the grain. Duck hair. Alrighty. Now I'm just going to dump that water I just put in there out. Make sure my brush is wrung out. And just start getting some soap on there. It doesn't have to be sudsy yet. In fact, I personally don't like to do that. You can do it however you really want to, but see how there's zero lather in the bowl? That's just all kind of getting in the brush. That's what I like. Now we're not worrying about building a lather just yet. We're just trying to get that soap painted on. Fill up the dish. We're gonna tip just the tips, like up to about there in water. Usually I would use my spray bottle, but I'm just trying to show you. The best way I've found to do this so far. We're still real dry. Grab a little more water. This is a very, very thirsty soap. You get the point. Dip your tips, just the tips. And keep doing that. Until you can start building a lather up. Like that. And if you want more, add more water. Sterling is not quite as thirsty of a soap as this one, but it is still a very, very thirsty soap. Dropped a bit of lather there. Now, you could stop at this, and this would be just fine to shave with. In fact, that's what I normally do. But I'm just going to keep on building this lather up until it does that, until you get peaks. And whenever your peaks start drooping like that, that's how you know you got a crazy good lather going. Alrighty. Clear those out. Wipe the sweat from your forehead because you just got home from work. And take your T2 razor, or in your case, the Mach 6C, and just start. Jesus, making a mess trying to fucking rinse my blade out. Didn't realize I was out of frame basically that whole fucking time. My bad. But this part is not the part that most people struggle with. Only thing you really got to worry about is your angle, your pressure, and the direction your hair grows, which is why I switched to going up down here, because my hair does the same thing. For whatever reason, around my Adam's apple, it just kind of decides to change direction, go the other way. But I know I didn't have much to start with, but that's not bad. Hold on. Get that out of my nose. And honestly, yeah, just because of all this irritation down here, I'm gonna call that good, because it's plenty good enough. I'm just going to bed. I don't need to look fancy. I just needed to be exactly that. Good enough. And I would also be shaving my head right now because it kind of needs it, but I want to see what it looks like whenever I have it grown out now. Weird thing, when I was very little, like 2 or 3, I had curly hair. Not very curly, but curly enough. And I have a weird thing I want to test. So I'm testing it. I'm going to let my hair grow out for a little while and see how it grows. Because I went back and looked at my old videos, and there wasn't even a shadow here before. Like, the only place I could grow hair was right here. This was all just peach fuzz until I started shaving it off with the safety razor, using all those products. And just to let you know, again, that was 1 pass. I was expecting to do at least 2, so I lathered it up for that. But that's okay. If you ever have a bunch like this that you have left over, just wash your hands with it. It's soap. Why the fuck not? Make your hands smell good. That way it's not just going down the drain. Get your nice soapy hands. Alright. Wipe the face. Wipe the alum. I only did 1 pass, so I don't feel anything. But still nice to do. Still nice, astringent. Gets the pores on your skin nice and tight. So does this, by the way, just to let you know. Thayer's, same thing. Witch hazel does the same shit. That's why it's so good for you. And I'm gonna go with the splash this time instead of the ball. You just take the bottle, take the cap off, put a few drops on your hand, anywhere from like 4 to 5. And just work that into wherever you shaved. Beautiful. I love the feeling of this shit, man. I really do. Yeah, if I was like freezing, I would not, because it's a nice cooling, like almost a menthol-y effect. But I'm a pretty big guy, man. Basically a generator for heat. Put your brush back in the stand or wherever you are putting it to dry. Take the blade out of your razor. Make sure that's nice and clean. And then I will put that back with my brush. Put it back in its little spot. Got a nice little stand for it now. And we take the blade and just all done. If you're ever getting samples or anything and you don't have like an old mug, just get one of these ramekins. They're super cheap at Walmart. Works perfect. That way you're not trying to lather up with like a dab container sized thing of soap compared to the soap I just used. It's a little hard to lather with this. Even to load up the brush. Good luck with that on that little thing. But just wanted to make that real fast. Show you how to use the alum You only need to use one of the, either the balm or the splash. You don't need to have both. You can, especially if you like the smell of the splash more than the balm, but you want to use the balm for the nice rejuvenating skin peeling, because that I'm 99% sure has some sort of alcohol. Like most, actually, yeah, I got it right here. It does. Sterling uses denatured alcohol, so that will dry out your skin if you use just the splash and you're going outside in the cold in the winter. Not recommended. All right, have a good one.